Alexis Peterka, and I'm the co-founder of Stayhound, and we help you make your social networks matter by connecting you to trustworthy and reliable pet sitters.
Where did this idea come from? What inspired you to build this product?
So I live downtown in Portland and I have a dog, obviously. I found myself getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drive my dog all the way out to my friend's house in St. John's before driving myself to the airport when I was going out of town. And I thought to myself, this just sucks. And I looked around and I realized there are all these people who live within a few blocks of me who I know from the dog park who I would totally trust to take care of my dog when I'm out of town, but I don't know who they are. So I figured there's got to be a better way to find the intersection of social proximity, trusted people, and then geographic proximity, convenient people who can take care of my dog.
What's the process been like? How has it been taking this idea and building it into a company?
It's been really challenging. I'll have to be honest. Me and my partners, we actually do have a startup in our background that we tried to launch and it just didn't take off. But we've used that as a learning experience. It's been really exhilarating trying things, talking to customers, interviewing people, buying them off with pastries, and really figuring out what their pain points and problems are, and then finding ways to respond to that by building tools that they're actually going to use.
What mistakes did you make then that you feel like you're doing a much better job of now?
Well, first of all, with our previous startup, we basically holed ourselves up for 2 years, built something, and then released it to the sound of crickets. We made that typical rookie mistake of thinking that if you build it, they will come. We're not marketing people. We are all basically developers. And we were in our comfort zone by going into our own little basements and coding. So what we learned from that is that we really had to make sure that there were customers for our product. We had to do the hard work. The hard work isn't building it. The hard work is validating whether or not anyone wants it. So that's what we learned, and that's what we've been really careful to integrate really tightly into our development now.
What's it like being a woman CEO within kind of this heavily male startup scene?
First of all, I've gotten a ton of support by other women in Portland and elsewhere, in technology, who are CEOs, who are just in this community, in the startup community with me, and we find each other. And even if it's just like a little head bob here or there, we acknowledge each other and that feels good. On the other hand, it's scary. And I have a lot of fear. My fear is that if I screw this up, no one's going to give the next woman a chance. And I know that that's a really self-centered position. I mean, I'm not the only woman doing this, but I'm still rare enough that I feel like I'm under the microscope. I feel scrutinized. And I feel like my failure is more than just my failure. My failure reflects poorly on other women. So that's a lot of pressure. When I feel, I call it the fear, capital T, capital F. When I start to feel the fear, I acknowledge, you know, this isn't rational. It feels really real right now, but in 2 hours it won't.
What is your advice to other entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs who have an idea they'd like to pursue?
Run away. No, that's a good question. And actually, when the WNET people interviewed me, they asked me a similar question. And I'll say, A, it's not for everyone. That said, I think everyone deserves an opportunity to try. I think everyone should try, even if it's some like little piddly lifestyle business idea, even if it's something that they don't think is going to make any money. I think my advice would be to find the resources that are available to everyone. All the books that all the blogs recommend, read them before you start spending your own damn money, and learn from what others have done. There's such a wealth of experience that people are willing to share, which is amazing. And that comes from books, it comes from blogs, it comes from people like Rick Tarosi. It comes from, random people who you meet at startup events here. get your feet wet, you know, treasure your idea, make sure that you're passionate about it, and then just start finding that fit.